This is your Barbados Today morning news update for Monday, August 26, 2019, with focus on Tropical Storm Dorian. Authorities remain on the alert to determine whether they'll have to change the time the national shutdown goes into effect. The center of Tropical Storm Dorian is expected to pass over or near Barbados late today. Officials were initially saying that the country would shut down by midday. In an address to the nation yesterday afternoon, Prime Minister Mia Mottley acknowledged this could change.
The bottom line is that we do expect some outer bands, Met Office, and some squalls that may affect the country. And therefore, even though you may be open in the morning, we ask people to take care and to ensure that they do everything, because our utmost priority as we prepare is first and foremost, my friends, to save lives and to minimize injury to any human being. After that, we then look at securing to ensure we minimize damage to property. But our first priority is to keep people safe. And that means that it is not only the job of the Commissioner of Police or the Barbados Defence Force or the roving team or the Barbados Fire Service. It is going to be the job of every Barbadian in every community.
Residents are being urged to be on guard for fake news and only rely on information from established outlets. In the meantime, authorities commenced emergency cleaning and garbage collection, including in vulnerable communities, to minimize flooding and other damage.
The major thing that is taking place now is the deployment of equipment to continue to clear areas, because the truth is that we normally expect major storms in September, October. So this is a little early still for us, and we anticipate that we have to do all within our power over the course of the next 18 hours to remove the blockages in areas that will traditionally flood, and we know some of them already. We know that we have difficulties in Bridgetown. We know that we have difficulties in Spikestown. Equipment is down by the Salt Pond, going to clear there as we speak. We know that there are difficulties with respect to parts of Christchurch and St. Philip. And we are meeting and treating to this exercise not as a government exercise, but we have engaged all of the major contractors and equipment owners in the country.
Key entities in the public and private sector have been mobilized. Mottley reminded that the authorities could only do so much.
Let me remind persons that Janet, even though I was not born, I have ears to listen and to learn. That Janet passed to the south of Barbados. That when Ivan hit Grenada, it was coming to Barbados, I remember, as Minister of Home Affairs, and at the last minute it veered off and created utter devastation in Grenada. I am asking you, I'm asking us, let us each play our part in getting the cleanup done and in the preparations with respect to food, batteries, water, medicine, and other critical documents for those who have to be moved into shelters.
Meantime, there were long lines at gas stations and supermarkets as residents filled up their vehicle tanks and stocked up on foodstuff and other supplies in preparation for the storm.
We've seen obviously lots of people. Our Sundays are usually quite busy, but obviously this has been an extremely busy Sunday. People are picking up stuff that you would normally expect when they're preparing for a bad weather. Canned products, a lot of sardines and tuna and stuff like that, canned meats. A lot of water is being selling. I think Barbadians are trying to drink healthy now. Paper products, biscuits, those sort of things.
Hours earlier, the Democratic Labour Party was addressing other issues that have been gripping the country in recent months, including water outages and garbage pileup. Vela de Pisa, who was returned unopposed as president at the DLP's 64th annual conference that concluded yesterday, addressed the matters.
Having run KM into the dust, there is no clear policy articulation and definitely no sighting of a plan for waste management beyond the short-term landfill, which has outlived its usefulness. The problems continue with water. Water scarcity was made a political football by the Barbados Labour Party, and the fault was placed squarely on the government of the people. but desalination plants which were coming on stream and which would have converted seawater to potable water have been decommissioned. The community water tanks, which they derided as modern-day standpipes, were first left unserviced and also decommissioned. All while admitting that we are producing not near enough water for the amount that we need. So nightly shut-offs plague the north of the island, while daily outages are the norm in the eastern and central parishes.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
In the Bahamas, the Prime Minister and members of his cabinet met with leaders of the Bahamas Public Service Union on the weekend after hundreds of disgruntled public servants took to the streets. The union is pushing for a lump sum payment, while the government wants to pay $600 now and the remainder next month. Union members are due to meet today to discuss the way forward. Chairman of the Democratic National Alliance, Omar Smith, is backing the union. Turning now to the situation in the Amazon, where Brazilian warplanes yesterday began dumping water on the burning forest. It's in response to a global outcry over the destruction of the world's largest tropical rainforest. As of yesterday, the president had authorized military operations in 7 states to combat the raging fires. And that's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. And sign up for breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM. I'm Carol Williams. Have a good day.